Hi, my loves. Welcome back to the Starscartel channel. If you don't know, I'm Star. The message I heard is homeless. The scripture comes from First Maccabees 7 and 11. And they gave no heed to their words, for they saw that they were come with a great army, and there were gathered together to alchemists and Bacchides, a company of scribes, to seek for justice. So here's the message. God said, this is someone, technically, you are homeless, regardless if you have a place to stay. You have a place that you are welcome to stay. You stay with family. You stay in a shelter. You live somewhere. You have an address. You have somewhere where you receive mail, but technically you are homeless. And there is someone trying to pick with you about that. What I'm thinking about, so I was watching King of the Hill yesterday, right, y'all? And I was watching this episode where Hank had injured his back. And he injured his back, like, stress and work and just overtime. So he started taking yoga classes, which he really ain't like it too much because, you know what I'm saying? He a Christian man, first of all. Second of all, it's kind of like a situation where he ain't like the instructor either. But anywho, he started taking these classes and his back starts to get better until it is better. And he's like back to his normal self again. And the person, like the insurance adjuster, sees him lifting something that is very heavy, and she says, I knew it. I knew he was faking. And she starts this whole case against him in order to sue him, which was wild to me because the first thing this man wanted to do was go back to work. So it ain't like he was going to carry on with the case anyways, but whatever. Okay, I know it's TV, but you know what I'm saying? This man immediately called his boss and said he was feeling better. I don't even think this man got a check yet. But anyways, he go through the whole process, and they do realize that it's obvious, like he had the treatment and he really didn't enjoy it. They told him he had to carry on with the treatment for a certain amount of time, etc., etc. Long story short, there is a situation where technically you are homeless. Now, while you may be in a situation where you don't have to scream that you're homeless per se, you know what I'm saying? Like, okay, I will use me for an example. Like, I hate it because I like my business to myself. I technically have a home. This is my mother's house. I was here when she moved in. I've been here for years. You know what I'm saying? Back and forth. I've had my own place several times, but in reality, I keep coming back because guess where I'm at? Right here. Okay. And the same rule that I originally moved in when she moved in this house 10 years ago. Okay. So when it come down to it, do I have somewhere that I can go? Yes. Do a lot of people know of this? Yes, I know that because my mother told me that my ex pulled up over here, like when I first left. I was in Louisiana and she sent me a message telling me that he had came by here looking for me. So I was like, dang, it ain't even really safe for me to go there. I don't know who got to do with what. I don't know what's going on. I'm suspicious of everybody. I don't understand this. I don't understand that. And in reality, that's just the truth of the matter. But when it come down to it, this is my mother's house. It is. This is my mother's house. This is not my house. This is not my house, and it's not my house. I don't own this house. I cannot really decorate or alter anything. I have, you know what I'm saying, added my own little rug so I don't mess up her carpet. I have my things kind of organized in such a way, but in reality, I still got boxes right here. I still got boxes in a garage. It's stuff in there that I'm not even going to bring in here because, baby, my goal is to move and have my own house. Because guess what? Somebody stole mine. And that's what it is. But I do understand the perspective of several of you who said, why don't you go and live with your mom? Because it's like, at least try. Put forth effort. There are cameras outside. I have protection. You know what I'm saying? It's an alarm. I just feel like it was smart. And I listened. And I'm grateful that I did listen because, you know what I'm saying, the hotel rooms it was too much. It was too much. It was too much. I couldn't afford it. And I was so stressed out. And, it was too much. when it comes down to it, um, it sucks because it's like I literally had just got to where I had my car, I had my own little house apartment, and I was good. Everything was fine. And I just really wish I wouldn't have allowed him to just destroy everything I had worked so hard for, just because I felt bad like I did. And I just, as me being someone that has been a guest with my mom for so long, like I am 34 years old, I should not still be staying here, period. I shouldn't. And I know she tired because I'm tired. And I feel like when it come down to it, I worked so hard to finally get to where I was at. And then, you know what I'm saying? Because I felt bad for what he was going through, for what he was telling me. You know what I'm saying? What he was telling me that he's sleeping in his truck and it's freezing outside. I felt bad. It was like it's winter, the middle of winter. I knew a snowstorm was coming. I knew it was going to freeze. I knew it would possibly be a situation where he might, you know what I'm saying? I get it. At this point in time, I could have just, I couldn't send him any money because I ain't even had no money. To be honest, I ain't have money like that to send him money to get a whole, you know what I'm saying, like a hotel room or nothing like that, especially for how many days the freeze was supposed to last. Who got money like that? And I just got an apartment, and I still got a car, and I still got to pay this, that, and the third. I just feel like when it come down to it, I know it's going to be some people that's going to say, don't explain yourself. I feel like that is just like, don't explain yourself. But it's just like, I just feel like some people act like they don't have no heart, man. And I know it's some good people out here. You know what I'm saying? Because when I was going through it and this man sent all these people after me, it is some real people out here still. There are some true soldiers of Christ. I know it's still some children of God out here. But baby, when I say that experience is something that I don't wish on nobody. I have never been the kind of person where anybody could make me so mad and so angry that not only am I just going to outright attack them, but I'm going to gather together all these people and, you know what I'm saying, let me send a picture around and let me make sure everybody know that they need to be mean to them when they see them so that they can be so miserable. I have never in my life ever reached a point to where I thought that it would be funny, cute, or entertaining to make someone's life miserable as possible. Let's see if we can get them to take their own life. Let's see if we can get them to do this. Let's see if we can get that. Let's see if this can happen. I have never, but the experience I had, baby, it let me know, you can't tell me that the devil ain't rampant and raving around this place. You can't tell me that. You can't tell me he ain't. And you can't tell me that it ain't some people that got the devil in them. And it's wild to me how this man put me through all this here and had the audacity to come to the door crying, talking about I'm doing him some kind of baby. When he said that, I just I cannot believe it. To say I did something to him. After he gathered together all thousands of people to come after me and attack me because I left him like he asked me to. After he stole everything from me. After he destroyed my car. It's like, it's wild, man. Baby, but that's the message, y'all. That's the message, y'all. That's the message. Somebody is going around and they and basically somebody is trying to say that you don't have the claims that, you know what I'm saying? And it is a possibility. You know what I'm saying? Because in reality, I have somewhere to stay. So, you know what I'm saying? This is somebody you have somewhere to stay. But technically it's not yours. It's not, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's not yours. It doesn't belong to you. You know what I'm saying? It's a difference. Like, I just feel like it hit different. I don't have no authority. I can't, you know what I'm saying? It's not a situation where I have the right to have visitors over here, or it's not like a situation where I have control over, like, this is, I don't know how to say it, but you know what I'm saying? When I had my house, I decorated the entire restroom exactly how I wanted it to be. I decorated my living room, my kitchen, my bedroom, and guess what? It was my house, so I could put up whatever color curtains I wanted to. I could decorate and have the bed that I wanted. I could have I just feel like it hit different. It was mine. You know what I'm saying? Like, it was mine. I don't know how else to explain the difference. And I feel like it's nonsense for anybody. So, you know what I'm saying? Because, like, I don't know. I don't even get this. I don't get this message. I don't get this message, and I don't get the understanding. I guess from a perspective, if someone was looking at me, they could think, well, why didn't you just go there? But I already said that because he know where my mother stays. And technically, I just feel like in reality, just like the first time that I had left and I was contemplating leaving because of how we were getting into it, I was like, where am I going? That's my house. The house is in my name. All the bills in my name. All my stuff is there. My car is there. Why would I leave? And where am I going? In reality, I do get that, like, it's not like I felt like felt like it was time for me to leave the nest, and that was my objective. I'm really just upset that I ended up in a situation where I allowed this man to distract me in such a way. Like, I just really wish I would have left him exactly where I found him at and carried on about my business by myself. That's really how I feel about it. You know what I'm saying? And then I wouldn't have even had to worry about it. It wouldn't have even been a situation where I knew of his situation or nothing like that. It would have just been high and by, and that's it. But baby, and yeah. But anyways, that's the message. God said this somebody. It's like it can be both. It can. It's possible. It's possible. Because even though, you know what I'm saying, technically this is the address on my driver's license. Technically, I am living here. Technically, I am receiving mail here. Due to the fact that this is not my house, I don't have any of the bills that comes to this house in my name except bills that are for me, like my car insurance, my car, or like, you know what I'm saying, stuff like that. But as far as like the lights, the water, like the kind of thing, ain't none of that in this is my mama's house. Like, you know what I'm saying? This is my mother's house. Who do you think was staying here when I wasn't staying here? Like, this is my mother's house. And even though, you know, like, I don't want to say that I'm always welcome at my parents' house, but I do understand that it's not my house. You know what I'm saying? While simultaneously, I understand that it's not a situation where they have a neighbor that doesn't like me for whatever random reason, and they have the authority to tell me that I need to leave my mother's house. This is my mother's house. You know what I'm saying? It's not a situation where somebody that, you know, like my ex popping up over here trying to cause, like, this is like, don't do that. You know what I'm saying? We don't have time for that. In reality, even if, obviously it's not, even if it was a situation where me and I was trying to work something out with somebody that I use, it wouldn't be a situation where you finna come over here and we finna have this, like, why? This is not my house. I'm not even in a position to where I want to date right now. Like, I don't want to talk about nothing with nobody. I don't. What I want to do is I want to handle my business. I want to handle the business that God told me to handle. I need to pay my car off. I need to make sure I'm paying my bills on time. And I need to make sure that I'm working. That's what I need to do. So, you know what I'm saying? Like, I just, and in reality, like, what we gonna, like, what am I supposed to do? You know what I'm saying? I'm supposed to open that door after all that he did, then put myself out on the limb. You know what I'm saying? Oh, we gonna be staying in hotels again? Or we gonna get another apartment? Man, I don't have time. I don't have time. So we can have a full circle all over again. No, 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 no. And I can't even, like, I cannot afford it. I cannot. And I guess my car is a blessing in disguise because it take up my whole check. But golly, you know, gosh darn, you know what I'm saying? I can't afford to take care of a whole different part. I cannot. And I'm not going to. I can't. I can't do it. I can't. I can take care of my son. I can take care of myself. But you know what I'm saying? In reality, a man is supposed to be a provider. Men are supposed to provide and protect. He didn't do either one. He didn't do either one. And I guess I see why God had me where he had me at. Because, you know, my Papa was like, you better not open the door. Baby. This man, like, and it's just wild, like, the fact that he would even think that she would want him at her house. And she was the one that called the police on him. And was about to do it again. I don't even understand. Like, this is not my house. What's wrong with him? You know what I'm saying? That's just, like, that. But it is my Papa house. It sure is. It sure is my Papa house. And it ain't a situation where somebody can just say that they feel like just because they don't like me or they feel some kind of way about me or they feel like this or they feel like that I got to do this, that, and the third, unless my mama feel that way. You know what I'm saying? Obviously, because it's her house. You know what I'm saying? That's period. So when it go down to it, I just feel like that's what it is. That's the message. Like, you know what I'm saying? While, yes, I have somewhere to stay. It's all the address on my ID. And et cetera, it's not a situation where somebody can feel as if I don't belong here because, yes, I moved in when my mother moved in. I did, but I moved out several times and moved back several times. Regardless, you know what I'm saying? Technically, this ain't my house. You know what I'm saying? Technically, this is my mother's house. And it doesn't matter what paperwork I would even be on. This is my mama house. You know what I'm saying? I'm not like, I seen this video of this lady where her mom had wanted to put everything in her name and her daughter was trying to sell the house. You know what I'm saying? Now, like, that is just wild to me. You know what I'm saying? It's wild to me. And I feel like it's wild to want to take something like that. I just feel like that's wild. In my perspective, I want to move. I do. I want my own house. I was happy in my house. I liked having my little pink kitchen with all my pink pots and pans. I had all my little pink dishes. I was just in giddy. Like, y'all even, that was like my little Barbie clubhouse. I had all the little utensils. I have them now. You know what I'm saying? Glory to God, I got all my stuff back. But at the same time, I want my house to put it in. I want space. Like, I want my space back, man. I want to be able to have my bedroom and my office separate. I want to be able to have my own kitchen to move around in. And you know what I'm saying? I like being alone as well. I do. I really do. You know what I'm saying? As surprising and shocking as it may be to people, I like being alone. I really prefer to stay at home than to go out. And but my ex, he like going out so much that it's just like, okay, fine. But I prefer to be at the house. I do. And I really I need to get a TV so I can just chill. But anyways, that's the message. This thing went on for a long time. Thank you guys for watching. Be sure to like, share, subscribe. Deuces.